I never thought I would be the man writing a story like this. I trusted my wife completely, maybe too much, and believed that loyalty was the foundation of our marriage. We had been together for almost 9 years, and through all the ups and downs, I thought we were unshakable. Her name is Anjali, and she worked as an executive assistant for a senior manager in her company. I never thought much about her job except that it kept her busy, but over time I noticed small changes that started to gnaw at me. She began dressing differently for work, more carefully put together, more makeup, new perfume that I had never seen before. When I asked about it, she brushed it off and said she wanted to look more professional. Soon came the late nights at the office, the last-minute business dinners, and the sudden trips to conferences in nearby cities. At first, I tried to be supportive, but when she came home smelling of cologne that wasn't mine, my suspicion turned into dread. One night, I decided to find out the truth. She had told me she was going to dinner with a client, but her location on our shared account showed she was at a hotel near the airport. My heart sank. I drove straight there, my hands gripping the wheel so hard they hurt. When I reached the hotel, I walked into the lobby and asked the desk if a room was booked under her boss's name. They confirmed it without hesitation. That was all I needed. I went straight to the elevator, my stomach twisting, and when I knocked on the door, it was Anjali herself who opened it. Her hair was messy, her blouse half-buttoned, and behind her stood her boss in nothing but a towel. For a few seconds, none of us said a word. Her face went pale, then red. Then she started stammering excuses. I didn't want to hear them. I pulled out my phone and recorded the scene without saying a thing. Her boss tried to slam the door, but I already had everything I needed. Instead of fighting or yelling, I chose instant revenge. I walked back to the car, sent the video to myself, and drove home. By the time she returned later that night, trying to act normal, divorce papers were already on the kitchen table along with her packed bags. When she walked in and saw it, she broke down crying, begging me to talk. I played the video for her on the TV, and she collapsed to the floor in tears, realizing there was no way out. I told her calmly that I would be filing for divorce immediately, and I would be forwarding the evidence to HR at her company. She screamed, begged, tried to tell me it meant nothing, but I had already shut down emotionally. For me, the marriage ended the moment I saw her with him. The fallout was brutal for her. Within a week, HR conducted an investigation, and her boss was forced to resign for violating company policy. She was reassigned, her reputation destroyed in the office. Word spread fast among our mutual friends and family, and people who once admired her now looked at her with disgust. Her boss dumped her almost immediately when the pressure mounted, leaving her completely alone. She called me over and over again, sent long emails begging for another chance, promising she had made a mistake, but I never responded. The divorce went through smoothly because I had undeniable evidence of adultery, and I was awarded the apartment, the car, and the larger share of our savings. She left with almost nothing except the shame of what she had done. I didn't celebrate her downfall, but I won't deny I felt a deep sense of justice. She thought she could cheat, lie, and still keep the life we had built together. But she underestimated me. My instant reaction to gather proof, confront her, and end the marriage left her no room to manipulate the situation. Instead of dragging me through months of lies, she was exposed in a single night. Looking back, I am glad I didn't lose my temper or resort to violence. The truth was enough. The truth was the sharpest weapon I could use, and it destroyed the fantasy world she had built for herself. It has been months since the divorce, and my life is calmer now. I focus on my work, spend time with friends, and enjoy the peace of being free from lies. Sometimes I still think about that moment in the hotel doorway, the look on her face when she realized she had been caught, and I remind myself that trust should never be given blindly again. If you ever see the signs, don't ignore them. I did for too long, and when the truth hit me, it nearly broke me. But in the end, I acted decisively, and it was her life, not mine, that fell apart.